Hey, what's up guys? This is Gary coming back to you from the Ramsey Custom Shop. And as you guys know, I get a lot of questions, make a lot of videos on the TrueCut CNC 4x8 plasma table that we've been running here for a couple of years now, and the latest upgraded version that we have. And the question I get a couple questions. One is, what is the fastest plasma table out there, and what is the easiest plasma table to use? And so I have a project I'm working on here. A lot of times I'll cut these stars out that go with these cowboy things. It's a 3-layer design, 3 different size stars stacked together, as you see on the screen. So I usually do these in offcuts, areas of the sheet that are waste from other projects. And but today I'm actually out of them. I need to make some. So I've got everything I need to make 4 sets, except for I've only got 2 of these, and that's a 9-inch size. So I thought, let me show you how easy it is to do this, how many clicks it takes to get from a star to cutting something, and also, is there a difference between running this thing wide open or a little less than wide open? And we'll do a side-by-side comparison on how fast you can cut something on this table. Okay, so here we are in Sheetcam, and you can see we've got our star pulled up here that we're gonna cut on the CNC plasma table. And so what we want to do is create a cut path for that. So once you have your part imported, you want to come over here and click on the jet cutting operation. And let me just show you a really cool feature that's been added in the current version of Sheetcam and Mach 4 that comes with your TrueCut CNC plasma table to make things really quick and easy to get through the process. So we know this is going to be an outside offset cut, and it's only got 1 layer. And so this is going to be cutting with a 45 amp tip, and this is some 16 gauge sheet metal. So this is tool number 15, 45 amp tip there. Actually, that's fine cut. So let's go down here. Okay, here's the one we want, tool number 22. So once we have that set, you see that it populates the feed rate, populates a little overcut in there for us, and automatically we have set up here some lead in, lead out, and I'm going to make a couple of quick tweaks to this just to get it set up how we want it. All right, so you can see right here where it puts the lead in and lead out. I happen to not like it to start on an inside corner, so I'm going to come up here and just move where it's going to pierce. Okay, so this thing's going to wrap it up, pierce right there. It's going to go all around our star, cut it back out, and when it gets back here, it's going to lead out. And that's it. We're ready to cut. I'm going to run the post processor, and we're going to call this star 9, and it's going to save that in the G codes. We're going to flip over here to Mach 4. All right, so we're going to switch over here to Mach 4, and if you click over here real quick, we're going to click on the processes tab to show us what process and type of material that we're using. We can see that it's defaulted to steel 1/2 inch. That's what it was last left on when it was cutting. But if you notice, we're going to go load our G code, and we're going to pick our star out here. And if you see that when I loaded that in, it automatically gave us the correct thickness of material, the type of steel, the number of the tip type. And then over here you can see the feed rates. 350 inches a minute is what the book recommends from Hypertherm to cut this star. So you can see how really quickly and easily that goes. You don't have to make any changes. Now, I'm going to say this. 350 inches a minute is a little fast to cut a 9-inch star out. And so I tell you what, we got to cut 2 of these. So let's cut one of them at what the book recommends, and we're going to cut another one at probably around 200 inches a minute, which is kind of more where I would feel comfortable doing it. So we have the table set. We're ready to cut this thing out, and I'm going to hit cycle start, and you guys are going to watch this cut at 350 inches a minute. And okay, you saw that cut at 350 inches a minute. So I'm going to cut one at 200 inches a minute. We're just going to compare the two. here's our 2 stars that we just cut out. You can see that, you know, basically the quality of them, there's really no difference in them. You know, they line up, they stack on top of each other and line up perfectly. So dimensionally, there is no difference in them. On the back side, the dross is really pretty minimal on both sides. You can see a little bit of darkness, you know, around in certain areas. This one here has a little more dross on it. I'm thinking this one is the one I cut at the slower speed, but honestly, I just grabbed them off the table and didn't pay attention to which one was which. But basically, you can see the table did a good job on both of them. And yeah, so if you're interested in knowing more about TrueCut CNC, there's a link in the description of the video, or just check out their website, give them a call. They'll be happy to give you a quote, talk to you about pricing if you're interested in that. Thanks, guys.